In what has quickly become one of the most jaw-dropping, polarizing, and mysterious moments in celebrity legal history, soul singer turned truth-teller Jaguar Wright stormed into a New York City courtroom during the trial of music mogul Sean "Diddy" Combs. With her was none other than Empire actor Bryshere Gray, also known as Yaz the Greatest, and in her hands, a black leather folder that she claimed contained damning tapes. These weren't just any tapes. According to Wright, they were raw, unfiltered footage of secret parties, conspiracies, and behind-the-scenes activities involving some of the most powerful people in entertainment, politics. What began as just another day in court transformed instantly into a cultural reckoning. The question hanging in the air: was Jaguar Wright finally going to expose what she's been threatening to reveal for years? This is the story of scandal, silence, surveillance, and secrets, of one woman's mission to tear down the gilded walls of the entertainment elite and what that means for the world watching. Chapter 1. Who is Jaguar Wright? To understand the weight of Jaguar Wright's entrance into the courtroom, one must first revisit her origin. Jaguar Wright, real name Jacqueline Suzette Wright Johnson, was once known primarily for her powerful vocals, her soulful energy, and her contributions to the Roots and Jay-Z's MTV Unplugged session. She was a neo-soul artist who brought warmth and truth to the stage, until the music faded and the revelations began. Over the past few years, Wright has become a controversial whistleblower. She's accused icons of sexual misconduct, manipulation, ritualistic behavior, and more. Some label her a hero, others call her unstable. Regardless, every time she speaks, people listen. And this time, she wasn't speaking through Instagram or live streams. She walked straight into a federal courtroom. Chapter 2. Diddy on Trial. The Fall of a Mogul. Sean "Diddy" Combs is one of the most influential figures in hip-hop history. From founding Bad Boy Records to shaping careers like the Notorious B.I.G., Faith Evans, and Maze, his legacy has been foundational to black music. But in recent years, his empire has been marred by lawsuits, whispered rumors, and now a criminal trial. The allegations against Diddy range from trafficking to blackmail, with multiple civil and criminal cases stacking up. Former employees, models, and even artists from his label have started to come forward. The accusations are serious. Underground parties involving underage individuals, mind control tactics, and illegal recordings. It was during one of these proceedings that Jaguar Wright made her now infamous appearance. Chapter 3. The moment she walked in. The courtroom was tense but standard. Lawyers shuffled papers. Diddy sat composed but visibly exhausted. The judge had just called for a short recess when a figure walked through the back doors. Jaguar Wright, draped in a charcoal gray cloak, her natural hair wrapped in silver fabric, eyes burning with intense gasps filled the room. Behind her trailed Bryshere Gray, looking thinner and more somber than the vibrant, youthful actor known from his TV fame. His presence alone raised eyebrows. Gray, who had been previously arrested for domestic violence and reportedly suffered mental health issues, had been off the grid for months. Why was he with Wright? She walked directly to the prosecution's table, security hesitating before stepping in. In her hands, she held what appeared to be a collection of tapes and documents. "I have what you're looking for," she reportedly said. Court officers quickly moved to intercept, but not before the impact was made. Chapter 4. The Tapes. Real or Ruse? What's on the tape? According to Jaguar Wright, these recordings, taken over decades, feature secret gatherings attended by some of the most recognizable faces in the world. She claims hidden cameras were installed in luxury mansions, private islands, and music studios. The goal? To blackmail, to control, and to initiate. Sources close to Wright say the tapes allegedly involve Jay-Z and Beyoncé in what Wright calls a business-bonded cult contract. Usher, attending so-called initiation retreats with underage present. Jennifer Lopez, participating in staged PR relationships while being filmed without her knowledge. Barack Obama and Prince Andrew, allegedly spotted at anonymous VIP-only parties. And even Will Smith, connected through Bryshere Gray. Wright insists that many of these celebrities were not perpetrators but victims, manipulated or trapped in these scenarios, then bound by fear and legal gag order. Is there proof? That's what investigators and the world now want to know. Chapter 5. Bryshere Gray, a victim of the machine? For many, Bryshere Gray's appearance was the most shocking part of this event. The young star rose to fame quickly through Empire, delivering standout performances and catchy music. But behind the curtain, he reportedly struggled. Wright alleges that Gray was groomed in the industry and became one of the vessels used by powerful men. She hints at secret relationships, coercion, and trauma so deep that Gray nearly lost his sanity. In a private interview after the courtroom appearance, Wright said, "Yaz was a child actor, groomed by the machine. He was sweet, talented, and they twisted him into something else. He's not the only one. He's just the one who broke." Gray has yet to release an official statement, but his presence next to Wright suggests solidarity and perhaps shared Chapter 6. The entertainment industry reacts. Once the courtroom incident hit the headlines, social media exploded. Jaguar Wright, Diddy tapes, and Yaz trended worldwide. Celebrities remained mostly silent, but cryptic tweets, deleted posts, and sudden legal maneuvers indicated something deeper was stirring. Inside industry circles, panic spread. Some labels began issuing privacy policy updates. Other artists took a break from social media. PR teams went into damage control. Everyone wanted to know, what's on those tapes? Who's next? A few brave voices spoke up. Jagged Edge's Richard Wingo tweeted, "Y'all laughed at Jaguar, but maybe it's time." Tamar Braxton posted a now-deleted IG story with a broken heart emoji and the caption, "Hollywood ain't hope." Azealia Banks, ever the fire starter, simply said, "Told y'all Diddy's the gatekeeper to hell." Chapter 7. Jaguar's Philosophy, Why She's Doing This. To outsiders, Jaguar Wright appears chaotic, unpredictable, but to those who follow her closely, she's on a spiritual mission. She sees herself not just as a whistleblower, but as a healer, one who exposes rot to allow new growth. She's compared the industry to Babylon, calling it a system that devours young talent and discards them. In her words, "They tried to bury me, but they didn't know I was a seed, and I've grown into something wild, something real. I'm not scared of them anymore. They should be scared of me." Her campaign isn't about money, she says. It's about liberation. Chapter 8. Legal Fallout and Investigations. Since the tapes were handed over, federal agents have reportedly begun investigating their authenticity. Chain of custody is now crucial. If these recordings are real and admissible, they could reshape not only Diddy's case, but future trials involving other celebrities and executives. The Department of Justice has neither confirmed nor denied the existence of the tapes. However, several sealed subpoenas have reportedly been issued. Diddy's legal team dismissed Wright's entrance as a media stunt, calling her a serial fantasist. But even within their ranks, anxiety is growing. Chapter 9. The Rise of the Whistleblowers. Wright's boldness has inspired others. Underground forums are buzzing with rumors of other insiders preparing to speak. Former assistants, tour managers, bodyguards, and makeup artists, people who've seen too much for too long, are finding their voice. Some are already coming forward anonymously, sharing partial screenshots, flight logs, and hotel footage. The culture of silence may finally be cracking. Chapter 10. What happens now? The courtroom incident is just the beginning. As legal experts analyze the tapes and more people rally behind Wright, the entertainment industry stands at a crossroads. There is fear, certainly, but also hope. Hope that the next generation of artists won't have to sign away their freedom for fame, that authenticity will replace illusion, that healing is possible. Jaguar Wright may not be the hero we expected, but she might be the one we need. Final thoughts. A reckoning, a revolution. As the Diddy trial continues and the world watches with bated breath, one truth becomes clear. The era of silence is over. Jaguar Wright's storm into the courtroom was more than just a spectacle. It was a symbolic strike against decades of hidden abuse, unchecked power, and manipulated narratives. Whether the tapes are ever made public or not, the world is now asking questions that can't be unasked. Behind the glitz and glamour, there lies another Hollywood. And thanks to voices like Wright's, that world is slowly being dragged into the light. In a world once veiled by glittering fame and airtight secrets, the echoes of silence are finally breaking. The courtroom may hold only one man accountable for now, but outside its walls, an entire generation is awakening. Voices once stifled by fear are now rising with fire. What was once hidden in shadows is now bathed in light. The Diddy trial isn't just a case, it's a symbol, a fracture in the marble of the music industry. A reckoning that says, no matter how powerful, No one is untouchable when truth knocks at the door. This is not the end of a man's legacy. This is the end of an era that silenced too many, and the beginning of one that listened. Because when the silence breaks, the revolution begins.